Today I'm going to show you how you can make your vocal sound more professional by using BandLab AutoPitch feature. This is how my vocal sounded before.
You know that I can't be loved.
And then after.
You know that I can't be loved.
Hey, Mayo here, I'm a music producer, and in this video I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks that you can use to make your vocal sound better. So after we open up our BandLab app, the first thing we're going to be doing is record some vocals. To do that, we're going to hit this plus button at the bottom, and then we're going to click Open Studio. Now the next step is to select the voice audio option. We're going to click it, and BandLab will let us record some vocals. To help you record the vocals, there's a few things you can do. We can use our metronome option right here at the right bottom corner. We click it, and it says metronome enabled, and now if we play it, we'll have the metronome going. We need to set the correct BPM for the track. And to do that, we're going to go up here at the top, we're going to hit that settings button, and we can see that the current tempo, the default tempo right now is 120. So let's put it to 130, for example. And now when we press record again, we'll hear the metronome and we can record everything on tempo. So let's go. Right, let's play it and see if it's correct. Right, so we nailed the tempo. I'm gonna make this project a bit slower because 130 is quite fast. So let's go to maybe 110. That looks good to me. Let's go back. And another option you can use besides the metronome is to hit this monitoring option here, which is the headphone symbol at the bottom right. And if we hit it, we will be able to hear ourselves singing, which can be really helpful, especially when you're singing on top of an instrumental. So let's hit it. And now I can hear myself through my headphones, right? So let's try to record with this. Now the next step is to process these vocals. The feature we're going to be using in this video is AutoPitch, which will correct the pitch of your vocals, just like a regular auto-tune would. If we hit it here at the bottom, I'm going to click on this wheel and going to set the percentage to around like, let's say 70. Let's hear how it sounds. Let's make it bigger. We're correcting the pitch of our vocals. If you want, you can also record your vocals with AutoPitch on. So to do that, let's just leave it on. Let's go back to the recording. Let's hit the record button and also turn the monitoring feature on. Let's go. Right, so AutoPitch was on, and this will help you know how your vocals will sound after pitch correction. Now, if we want to record some actual vocals, we will need to set the right scale and key. So to do that, let's hit the AutoPitch feature here. And at the top, you see that there's this option where it says chromatic. We're going to hit it, and it lets us choose the scale and the key of the song. So let's, for example, try a famous radio song like Justin Bieber and Kid Laroi Stay, and we're going to choose the key of this song, which, if I'm not mistaken, is C sharp major. So we're going to hit C sharp here at the top for the key, and then major for the scale. And I'm not sure about the BPM of the song, so I'm going to leave it at 110. Let's see how this sounds with AutoPitch. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. Sorry for the bad pitching, by the way. I should really get some singing classes. So let's listen to this without AutoPitch. I'm going to put it to 0. Let's see how it sounds. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. Then let's go back, and I'm going to add some. Let's put it to like 70 again, and let's see how it sounds. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, but I'm afraid that I'ma mess it up. Right, and now the pitch sounds corrected. If you're singing on top of the instrumental and you're not sure of the key, you can use the tuner feature inside BandLab to find the key of any instrumental or vocal. So we're gonna hit it here, right beside the monitoring in the AutoPitch feature. We're gonna hit this last button, and it is called the tuner. So let's try and hit some notes. So it's an easy way for you to tell which key you're in. And after, you can select it inside AutoPitch. Now the next step is to browse through AutoPitch's presets. If you notice behind our little wheel here, we have 5 different presets. The first one is the Classic, which is a regular pitch correction preset that you can find in pretty much any popular song. What it does is essentially just correcting the pitch of your vocals in the right key or scale. Now, if you move on to our Modern Rap preset, Let's listen first to what it does.
When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust.
So as you can see, besides just doing pitch correction, it also adds a deeper vocal together with a vocoder, which gives it that like lowering effect layering our voice. You can use this in a creative way for many genres. If we move on, let's go to the robot one, and when we play it,
when I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love.
it does exactly what it promises and turns your voice into a robotic one. This one is also made by using a vocoder effect. The next one we have is the big harmony, and I'm pretty sure you guessed it correctly, is made for harmonies. If we play it,
when I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love.
it pretty much harmonizes your vocals in any given key and gives you that harmony effect that is actually really popular in many songs, especially in the pop genre. This Justin Bieber vocal is not the best example, so I'll make a new one after. Then lastly, the last preset we have is the duet one. Let's listen to it.
When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna mess it up.
So this one not only offers the pitch correction, but it also adds an extra voice, making it a 2-harmony correction. This is really good for duet, so if you're a male singer and you want to add that extra vocal from a female specifically, you can use this option, and you have another vocal melody on the opposite tone. Same as if you're a female singer and you want to do the opposite. Now let's record a simple singing example to see if we can get the most out of these presets. So I'm going to record a test with a prolonged vocal just to see how differently these presets apply to it. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Let's see how this sounds with pitch correction, normal. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. So we're still at C# major, and now we're gonna go around the presets and see what they do with this test vocal and see which one is the best result for us. So let's move on to the modern rap. I'm gonna start low and go high.
Oh no, no. Oh no, no.
Since I prolonged the vocal, it sounds really nice with this first preset, and this will depend on taste, right? So you can have it on the lowest option or you can have it on the heaviest one, and it still sounds good. Now the robot one, this is without.
Oh no, no.
Let's start going.
Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no.
So this one isn't perfect for this example, but I'd say that the sweet spot would be at the middle. Now if you try the big harmony one, let's play without and then start adding some.
Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no.
So at the maximum actually sounds quite nice and really full. Now the duet one.
Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no.
Right, so even at the maximum, it sounds really nice. The only problem with this is that I'm a bit auto-tuned, so there's a little bit of artifacts with the pitch correction software that is being used, and to fix that, you just need to sing it better. But as you can see, for most presets, even at the heaviest setting, it still sounds nice. So it really depends on how you sing. But then, once again, it's always up to taste, and you'll need to go down and up the percentage you're using of each preset to get the sweet spot for yourself. So if you want to make things softer, for example, for the harmonies or the robot preset, you will use a low percentage of the preset, and if you really want it to be evident and present in the song, you'll need to use higher percentages of the preset. You can use all these presets in real world examples. Let's say, for example, you're trying to make a chorus for a pop song and you want to add some big harmonies, or even if you're doing like a verse or something and you just want to have some contrast of your vocals with a different vocalist, so let's say a female vocalist or a male vocalist, you just use this Duet preset and BandLab will make a pretty good job with it. Right, so to see this in action, let's see a final example I made for a real life example.
You know that I can't be loved, 'cause you know that I can't be loved. You know that I can't be loved, 'cause you know that I can't be loved.
That was it for the video. I hope these tips can help you improve the quality of your vocals. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and keep making music. Once again, Meyer here. I'll see you around. Happy productions.